I felt stuck many times in my career to a point where I wanted to quit. I've wanted to quit more than one time, I'll tell you that. It's because the frustration of being an entrepreneur and a real estate investor can pile up on you, especially when you're consistently getting no's and you're not seeing the process of growth. You're losing deals. It's happened. It's happened to me many times. And each time I do my best to level up my career, I hit my head against another wall. Now, this is very normal. At least that's what I've been told. So I'm here to tell you that it's very normal to feel frustrated and to feel stuck, especially when you're looking to make big leaps and bounds and growth. See, there's these things called invisible wins that I certainly missed many times, and maybe you did as well. Let me explain this in a very simple story. Do you remember when you were young and growing consistently over time, 1 inch at a time, but you didn't notice it? But all of a sudden you go to a family event and you see an uncle or an aunt that doesn't see you or only sees you, once a year at that family event. And they go, "Oh my God, you've gotten so big." So us as being real estate investors and entrepreneurs, we miss those small wins on a consistent basis. And those small wins could propel us in our confidence to keep us pushing forward when we're feeling stuck. But I've missed them. And that's why I've come to the brink where I've wanted to quit. It wasn't until I seeked outside help or outside mentors for them to then say, "Hey, Zach, you're doing great. Look at the little wins you're creating on a consistent basis. Are you not seeing this?" It wasn't until it was put into my perspective and into my reality that I started noticing these invisible wins. So I'm encouraging you to start looking for those short-term invisible wins, because the last thing you ever want in your life is to quit on something that you're passionate about. There's this other story. It's called 3 Feet from Gold. It's inside Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. It's about the story of these people that used to go out and mine gold. Now, there was a bunch of miners that would go out, that went out to California to go ahead and mine gold, and they would come up short. But then the next miner would come in and hit a vein of gold. There's too many people in this world that are stopping short of that vein of gold. And what I believe, it's because we get so frustrated and feel so stuck that we decide to give up. So here's the 3 things that has worked for me consistently become unstuck. Or if anything has given me additional perspective so that way I can go one more day at a time. That way I can push one more seller call. That way I could work on one more real estate transaction. That way I could help one more person to continue to propel my career. Here's 3 things that have worked for me. First and foremost, gratitude. I was never a big journaler. I was never taught to journal. It wasn't until I went through a lot of frustrations and growth in my life that I realized that journaling was a great release. But then I soon realized that journaling was a great perspective changer. Now, I don't know if that's a real thing, but a perspective changer. We sometimes call those Zachisms. So as I was journaling out gratitude, I realized those invisible wins, which kept me moving forward. So that's step 1. Step 2 is I consistently look for other strategic ways of pushing forward. If I was hitting my head doing one thing, I tried not to consistently create insanity. There's the definition of insanity. It's consistently doing the same thing over and over again, looking to produce a different result. So I would change my strategy, just make one small tweak and just try it and see if I land on something. See, the majority of the time that we're looking to create progress or success, it's not that we know the answers, but we have to experiment in order to find the answers. So secondly, I would just look for other strategies in order to continue to push forward. That may be if I'm stuck, not getting enough leads for the business, I would look at the times that I was calling. Okay, how do I just change the time? Or I would just slightly change my script and just ask a question differently and see if that felt better. Or if I was negotiating with sellers, I would, instead of trying to over-explain, maybe I take a step back and be a little bit more silent and listen to what the seller's trying to tell us. Those small tweaks that then lead to the next layer of success or the next route that could be successful. But also that strategy changed felt like progress. Whether it was or not, it was tricking my brain to feel like it was progress because I was now making another step forward. And third, anytime I'm feeling stuck, I let go. Now, as a type A personality, letting go is the hardest thing I could possibly do. I am one of those people that grips on tighter if things are not working. But I found over the many years that when I let go and I followed the energy, I tend to find success and success more easily. See, the first mentor I had, and he was a mentor from afar, his name was Bob Proctor. You may know him. Bob Proctor talked about you have a destination and a goal. You don't have to force the road that you take, because sometimes if you accidentally take a left turn or if you follow the energy, that will get you to that destination quicker. So don't focus on the how to get there. Just focus on the destination, and the energy will lead you there. So following these 3 steps each time I feel stuck has kept me progressing forward. And I'm so glad it has, because of the lifestyle and the things that I've been able to do through this time. I say that to you because think about the times in which you quit. Could you have prevented quitting? And could your life have been different if you didn't quit? So if you're entering into the real estate space right now, or if you are right now real estate investing and you're finding yourself in a position that you want to quit, practice these 3 things. And I can almost ensure you that you'll find different results.